So, have you ever wondered what Donkey Kong would be like if it was powered by Unreal technology?
Every day.
Boy, howdy.
Oh, OC Remix. So, hopefully...
Honestly, I'm surprised Donkey took this long.
100% completed.
Yes.
Only 100%? What is wrong with you? You pleb.
Look,
Oh,
you do
that's,
as best as you can.
Cranky Kong is looking out in his chair, disapprovingly.
I can barely read that text. Is that just me, or is that blurry for anyone else?
That is insanely blurry.
It is like that in the game.
The fading text started to repeat itself before the page turned.
Yeah, you can see it's a three frame animation.
What is even going on?
They've had too many bananas.
Oh, Diddy loves those bananas.
Sigh, you didn't tell me this was a horror game.
Well, look, I like to keep the surprise.
The TKL of public transportation.
What?
Rhino bus, swordfish line, ostrich night express.
Why does Diddy live on the back of the mountain?
Well, it's very cheap back there. I like that bananas are basically now referred to as alcoholic in nature on DK Island.
It's all that potassium.
Oh, it's much more than alcoholic.
It's hard to find a good banana dealer these days.
That shit's like 200 proof. 100% pure banana. None of that fake shit.
What do crocodiles even want with the bananas anyway?
Well, we know how that works. You've played Donkey Kong Country Returns. The bananas are flat out magic.
Why? Who? How? Oh, the
Do we
music's
really
picking
wanna
up.
know?
It's getting a little dramatic.
He
Is
knew
this the
bananas.
RoboCop sequel none of us wanted?
No, there's nothing human about this.
So wait, he put a banana in his robot.
The Crowbot. What?
Rockbot.
Oh, so this is a Mega Man crossover.
Ah!
Wait,
We made it silent.
so they took the plot from the first game, but they took the K. Rool from the third game?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he's not Baron K. Rulenstein until the third game. I don't like these continuity gaps in my fan game.
I like that they don't even need to put the banana in something's brain. You just stick it under a helmet, and that's it. That's all you need.
The bananas are magic.
He just makes a fucking army.
I like how it looped twice.
This music is way too dramatic for, like, a picture book that just keeps cycling through its image. Oh my god. That face.
His eyelids just disappear.
Oh
Is
my
that the
god.
loading screen?
Yep, that's the loading screen.
We're gonna see that a lot, aren't we?
Oh yeah. So this is Donkey Kong Country on the Unreal Engine.
Oh my lord.
So is that frame rate just your recording device, or is that the game?
That's the game. No, the frame rate went back up to 30 in here. And the second we go outside, it's now this.
Yeah, it's having a hard time rendering the outside here.
I think it's all the trees, to be honest.
Somebody should call Total Biscuit and get him on this.
Oh boy, bonus stage.
Yep, all the bonus stages are based on just collecting bananas.
Well, that's
No
boring.
difference.
I mean, if you're gonna lift anything from Donkey Kong, I mean, they had a pretty wide variety of bonus games.
Well, it's Donkey Kong Country 1, so...
Even that had some variation where you, I think, had to match things. At least in one of the bonus games, anyway.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country 1 didn't have DK coins either.
Yeah, so...
Although, if you're not gonna lift anything, don't lift Beaver Bother, because that game sucks.
How the fuck does that perspective work?
Wait, oh, that was an enemy. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, I tried to roll into it, but, didn't really happen.
Oh, how do the barrels work?
They work, for definitions of work, but only right now.
Oh, you missed the K.
Yeah, the thing is, you get DK coins for doing specific things, so... You collect one DK coin for beating one bonus stage that's in each of the levels. There's one DK coin that's just floating around that you have to find. You get one for collecting all 4 Kong letters. And there's one more, but you don't get that until you've beaten the game. Because this game has replay value.
Oh boy. What?
What the hell was that game over screen? Also, what the fuck was up with those textures?
Ooh.
Unreal Tournament doesn't do that.
Well, it's the Unreal Engine.
Clearly, Donkey Kong Country was just too powerful for the Unreal
I can
Engine.
barely read the letters on that sign, so for a moment it looked like Long's Banana Horde. It looked like the letters were all squished.
I see some of that replay value you were talking about, going with the second trail to the exact same place.
Branching past, that's good.
You have to introduce these things slowly, so the player knows how they work. That there are multiple paths through stages.
Yeah, just in case they go to the local GameStop and pick this up off the shelf without knowing anything about Donkey Kong, right?
If GameStop ever sells this, I'm gonna lose my faith in video games.
The end times are upon us. By the
Nice
way,
little-
the roll will just sometimes not trigger, so...
It was that same croc twice.
So it has more in common with the bootleg Donkey Kong Country games, then.
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking of it.
Was this made by the same people that made the Sega Genesis port of Donkey Kong Country 3?
I don't know, theirs had a stable frame rate, so I'm not sure.
Were we playing the right game?
Not really. Wait, you lose your letters on death?
Yes.
Oh, that's stupid.
Can you re-get them?
Diddy, you're kinda in the way.
Yeah, you can re-get them, but you have to go through it without dying, at least until you get to a checkpoint. If you get to a checkpoint, you do keep things.
Dusk till dawn.
Yeah, remember the silhouette levels from Donkey Kong Country Returns? Why don't we do those in Unreal Engine?
Why don't we not? Because this looks kinda hard to tell where things are.
Limbo sequel looking good.
Yeah, I'm not really certain about their decision to go with color for this, but, you know, gotta try some new things.
Was that coin in the foreground, or was that just really bad perspective and modeling?
No,
That's in the foreground. You gotta do a couple of jumps to get into the barrel cannon down there that'll throw you all around and get you in it.
That barrel cannon that was just eating up the entire screen because of the camera.
Yes.
How the fuck are you supposed to be able to see that vulture?
You don't. Until you either run into it or jump on it by accident.
Got a funky remix going on here.
Yeah. I just like how the shadows work because they're just there to distract you. Oh, now watch this. I just shot myself out of a cannon. I had no control, and I missed some of the bananas.
Good.
That's just good game design.
Now for a new gimmick.
Oh
It's time
dear.
for moving platforms.
Oh, dear.
you do keep the platform's momentum when you jump on it, but only that. You're not locked to the platform.
So it's very easy to fall off.
That's one thing that can happen.
Are there worse things that can happen?
Well, you might see some of them in this very run.
Will
Oh,
Donkey
dear.
Kong achieve orbit?
That is, if I can even see Donkey Kong to begin with. I can't tell, is that one blob up there him?
Yeah, so if you can't notice, it's starting to get really fast, and
Where did Donkey Kong go?
What?
Oh.
when you get hit by enemies, you freeze.
Wait, so when you
Oh.
fall down a pit, it's just Diddy?
Yeah.
What? The
So-
only game over screen is Diddy? What?
Well, it can also be DK, but if
So
you...
they...
Go ahead, Shinryu.
Sorry. So they replicated that screen freezing when you get hit, but they didn't actually freeze the screen.
Yeah, they just freeze you.
That's really dumb.
Yeah, that's not great. But,
Where are you? I can't tell.
No,
What happened?
I've gotten stuck, unfortunately.
Where?
Well, why don't we just watch...
Are you in a fail state? Did you have to quit the game?
Um,
oh,
What?
Oh,
oh
good. Yeah.
Nice.
I like how it decided to give you a game over after all that was done.
clearly when it stopped, I must have just been flung off.
It took pity on you and let you see the whole course. Except for the part where you couldn't see shit because of the sun.
So yeah, we're sitting at a comfortable 18 or so FPS for this section, but the game is predicated on running at 30, so your inputs are weird.
Oh, your inputs are hard-coded to the frame rate?
They get
shit.
affected by it.
Also,
That's... my god.
I think that might be part of why the roll doesn't function properly.
So can you jump on the bird's head? I can't tell.
You can, but you don't want to. Well, it's because usually you'll just fall off.
what's up with the lighting there?
Don't question the game's lighting choices. It won't help you.
I'm assuming that the you win screen is just pasted on top of the existing level, so that was the lighting of the level just fucking with the thing. That would be a thing some people do.
He was gonna put
Oh,
a
you just,
folding
oh yeah,
chair
just
in it,
quickly pop in a texture and then away you go.
The stage seems kind of barren so far.
but- well, it's a temple. It's supposed to be austere and golden and full of nothing.
And boring.
Ah, yes, those famous moments of reprieve in fucking Donkey Kong.
I really love, though, that there's just temples dedicated to DK that he didn't build that have just been there waiting for him.
Oh, geez, bouncing physics.
Oh, yeah.
Prophet Kong is my favorite Kong. No idea why he didn't show up in DK64, but I assume they had a good reason.
Yeah, all the famous Kongs.
So we have to roll that through there, and you have to jump on it before, you know, it falls off or you miss your chance of getting the O.
I just love
What?
physics objects.
Why is this using the, mine music?
I think that, well, wasn't this the stop and go station one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right, yeah.
I mean, you're stopping and going to grab that stupid tire, but
So this is just the perpetually stopped version. Why is there a second path up there that you can't go to? My verisimilitude.
Why is it that when you roll, Diddy just seems to remain static on top of you?
it's supposed to be trying to copy the bit where when you roll in the returns games, Diddy does like a little run on top of you. But it doesn't turn out too well.
Uh-oh.
Boulder chase! Run from the boulder!
So I'm guessing the boulder has to be an instant kill, right? Otherwise it wouldn't...
No, it just hurts you.
Well, then you could just take a hit by it and then run... Oh. Or they could just throw another one at you.
Yeah, if you grab the G, it triggers a switch that makes the second boulder come after you.
That's actually kind of clever.
You know, the more I watch this, the more I appreciate how far the camera is zoomed out, so I can, take in, all this architecture this person put together.
Oh boy, it's a minecart level. And we gotta ride this elevator down. But I want to go the fast way. We'll just fall off. So, how do you think the minecart's gonna work in this?
Terribly?
It doesn't work at all, that's my guess.
No, it works, but just keep a very sharp eye on what happens here.
I'm more distracted by the techno remix.
This music is so fucking bad.
Whoop.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
You realize those were spikes, and you shouldn't touch them.
What?
Whoop. Jump too soon.
Did you just, like,
What?
snap in place?
What is happening? Why does it just teleport you?
It doesn't work very well with the minecart levels. Okay, so now that here's the second half, we're in the second half.
What?
What even hit you?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the secret. You're not locked to the rails.
What?
And this is 3D. You can indeed throw yourself off the track if you jump at the wrong time.
Good.
And by the way, in the first section, you
Oh,
saw a little,
brilliant.
like, rail section in the background. It's almost impossible to jump to since you're not locked to anything.
What?
Physics, what are those? Given that half the secrets in this are just fall off the track. It's not great.
Why did it hitch?
The FPS is taking a turn for the worse in some sections.
One part of this is taxing on the fucking engine. It required a hitch.
This is very poorly optimized.
I mean, I could have guessed that, but what the fuck? There's literally nothing in this entire stage.
I feel like it's loading background objects even if you, like, can't see them. So maybe that's part of it.
Looks a lot worse when Diddy's just running in a circle around nothing.
So, can you swap the Kongs on the fly, or is that...
No, it's just DK and Diddy.
Oh.
And Diddy's only if DK
Trees.
gets taken out.
Oh boy.
That low-ass draw distance in the background.
And it still is running like garbage.
I mean, have you seen all that bloom?
Well, we're in a forest, so it may only makes sense.
That's like MXA and HDR.
Now, for some secrets.
Huh?
If you fall straight down, as you can clearly see with those bananas that weren't blending into the background at all.
What?
God, that is a shitty way to do secrets.
I just love that the bananas fucking just roll right into the background because they glow. And it's a white glow.
The heavenly banana.
Oh, by the way, the forest's on fire now.
Only Donkey Kong can start forest fires.
Technically, if we'd taken the bottom route, we would have gotten all the secrets, because going on the top route locks you out of all of them. But it's okay, because the secrets in this are terrible, and you don't want to get them.
So the boss of this level is going to be Smokey the Bear, right? But does this game even have bosses?
It does, just it follows the Donkey Kong tradition of there's only one of them. But yeah, there's a giant wall of fire that's chasing us the entire way, and if you go for any of, like, the secret that's in this, if you load back into the level, it will spawn the fire literally under your feet.
And you'll just die immediately.
No, it just hurts you, but it keeps going when it hurts you, so you can't see anything.
So it's like a crappy version of Ripsaw Rage, then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that is some really bad looking fire.
Just be glad you aren't looking at it when it's, like, actually in there, because you can get trapped in here because the fire only goes up the trees. If you're in between them, it doesn't hurt you.
Does the fire cause the game to lag out even more? Oh, that was very uncalled for. Do we have to blow up that whole tree?
Yes.
Now, the fire isn't following us anymore, but now we've got something else.
A bunch
it
of
bees?
bees.
Yes, I mean, we already have bees here, but, you know, there's more.
Oh.
Oh.
there
no.
you are.
It's just a
I was
cloud
right.
of bees. Like, I mean, it's good to know that Donkey Kong Island has its own pollinators, but what exactly do the zingers do, then?
These stage names are kind of boring. Then again, I wasn't really expecting anything of, like, the majesty of Shadow the Hedgehog's level names.
Say what you will about that game, it got some things right. But, remember the part where I said the barrel cannons mostly work? That's not gonna be true anymore.
Oh boy.
I can't wait.
So this basically brings up that the barrel cannons are synced in this section, but they're not synced with the obstacles.
Lordy, how do you tell where you're going? It was a very odd angle there.
This game really likes its non-standard camera angles.
That's the power of the Unreal Engine.
Was that a really big thing in the newer Donkey Kong games, that all these crazy angles, or is this guy just kind of...
They were in the Donkey Kong games too, but they were always in sections where it did not matter on your platforming.
Oh, okay, so it's more like a cinematic thing.
Yeah, like you'd very easily be able to see. Like if it needed timing, it was very obvious what the timing was.
Didn't they also know what the fuck perspective was as well?
Give it a sec. We haven't even hit any of the perspective tricks in this level. In fact, they should be starting right about now.
Oh no, spooky.
My god, spiders.
So yeah, now we have to escape from the spider, which destroys crap when it runs into it. And there's also walls in the way that prevent you from moving forward. So you have to wait for them to be destroyed
Why?
to up the tension.
Oh, I assumed that it would be so you wouldn't be able to outrun the camera.
You'd think, but not really.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Space Bomb kind of sums all this up.
Because there's an important section about this that's going to come up, is that the idea is that you're not supposed to go too fast so everything loads in at the right time. Except, that's not actually true. And more importantly, they don't take control away when you fire out of the barrel cannons. So it's actually entirely possible to overshoot what you're looking at, even if you really, really shouldn't. So we hop down here, we get the DK coin, fire out of the cannon. What killed me?
Nothing killed you. You gotta be careful of that nothing.
Donkey Kong escaped and we can't have that.
Maybe it works like the minecart where I just went into the background. And it's like, well, nope, can't do that.
That's illegal, Donkey.
Oh, so this game does have lives.
Yeah, in this section you usually get a ton of bananas, so it's... I guess it's not as bad.
Because they all seem to respawn.
It looks like that big chain right next to the spider is like almost 100 by itself.
Yeah, I think that's like 40 at least. So if we wait this time, it'll load up the barrels properly, because if you do it too fast, these two barrels will not be synced and will be impossible to use.
Good.
Nice.
Now what if we were firing towards the screen?
Oh, no.
Then the barrel still wouldn't appear if you fire too early.
No, at this point they don't like need to be synced all that much. But
What? Oh.
Oh my god.
That looked like the effect almost from Smash Bros. Where a character flies into the screen if you KO them a certain way.
I like that we grabbed the bananas that tell us where to fire before we even could see what we were firing at.
It's like you fire too late or too early, Donkey Kong just splats onto the screen.
That would be way too clever. Also, we already did that in the minecart level.
Oh boy, boss.
And it's clearly not the one from before, because this one's red.
That
sure
means it
that-
goes faster.
Oh, okay, that's a...
Nice.
Bouncing, and this is great. And by great, I mean annoying.
So if you just stand in the direct center, it can't hit you at all, can it?
No, it can. It has 4 attacks, depending on where you actually stand. Except,
What?
sometimes some of them don't trigger. Like,
So
it's
there's-
entirely possible to break its AI so it never attacks that rightmost platform, and you can just stand there forever.
I noticed the exit is up there. Can you potentially get to that early and just end the level?
Nope, there's a wall. There's a wall in front of it. You're not that lucky.
Oh damn, he's out of everything.
You think when the bosses reveal their weak point, they would learn after the first time, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that?
No, it's a dumb spider. Of course it's not going to learn anything.
Now, the typical rule of 3.
No, I was just thinking that.
I'm not exactly the biggest Donkey Kong aficionado, but don't the boss tracks usually not get to be that incredibly boring?
Well, it's OC Remix. That was like supposed to be a swing remix of the boss theme.
That wasn't swing at all.
When do we get, like, an elevator music remix? One of the stages? I'm sure that's gotta be in here.
We'll give it
Swing
a-
is usually like fast, and not whatever the fuck that
To
was.
reach 100%.
Yep. Reach 100%. All the songs.
Finally, I know who to blame.
What happens if we do reach 100%?
Well, as it just so happens, I do have 100% save.
For some reason.
I wonder how.
Did you actually bother to do that, or did you just edit the save?
I just bothered to do it. It's not hard, just annoying. Because he activates time trials after you beat Eric. So that's the last source of DK coins you have to get.
That's what I figured.
Except in a rare moment of design, you actually have plenty of time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is what you get if you get all 100%.
A little remix on the piano.
And a barrel directly into the oat. What?
It's a preview
Oh my
of
God.
the whole game.
My
You know,
God.
like what you got in the old shareware titles of the 90s.
Nice. Finally, the legacy of Jazz Jackrabbit lives on.
That sensual remix.
Winter
I'm actually
World.
really disappointed they didn't show off their underwater physics. I'm sure that would have been golden.
God, I love the
Oh.
bloom on the snow.
Oh, please no.
Oh boy.
Oh God, that lava.
Oh!
Oh dear.
Help!
Now it looks like you might have to dodge those zingers. No, they're in the background.
Did you just
There was a
launch
barrel down
DK
there?
into
What?
the lava? It looks like you just sacrificed him to the lava.
If only we were so lucky.
Oh good, blackout basement.
And then the final section, deep in the factory.
This looks like the last scene from Terminator 2.
Now here we see the Kremlings undergoing stratification.
This
I don't
game,
think that was appropriate for seeing someone operating on a conscious man.
this game was never
Crocodile.
completed, was it?
Well, it was 2014 when he put this out. You tell me.